Having a wonderful afternoon. Michelle is here. Hello, my love. Eric is here. Hello. Eric says, is it margarita time yet? Pina colada doesn't matter. I'll take one of each, please. One of each. That sounds amazing. Amazing. Eric, I don't know if you know this or not, but I am a pina colada fan. And I have one of those fancy ninja machines that I can make the most incredible pina coladas. I can also do margaritas, like the icy ones. I can do frozen margaritas, but pina coladas are something that happens at my house once the weather turns warm. So say April to November, it is pina colada time here at my house. So yeah, party at my house. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mary Jane. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Laura. How are you? Bonnie is here as well. Tori is here. Gina has made her way here. So good to see so many faces. All right, guys. So I've got work to do. So have your fancy drinks for me while we are going through today's show, because I got a good one. I got a good one, and you're going to need a drink because it's Beadathon. It is Beadathon, and if you don't know what that means, it means that right now, during Beadathon, you can get beads, all the beady goodness for 25 to 70% off. I'm sorry, 25 to 75% off. I was gonna take 5% away from you. I apologize. 25 to 75% off all beads right now. And that's not even the best part. The best part is I have debut items for you guys to see today. I have the deal of the week. I have Ari over here to help me to put things away so that this does not turn into the most chaotic chaos zone ever with all of the beads that we're going to be looking at today. But I have brand new designer blends to show you guys at debut prices. You do not want to miss out on that. And it's going to be a fun one. So much inspiration here. Cannot wait to get started. Now, before we do that though, let's take a serious pause for just a second. Let's just dial it back a little bit. I know my energy is already a little bit high, so I'm going to dial it down just for a second because I want to address something really quickly to you guys, and then we're going to move on. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I do think that it is something that needs to be said to you guys. Now, those of you who went on the Shop LC journey with us here at Art Beads, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for your support in doing that. I know that anytime we have adventures here, and listen, this is not the only adventure we're going on. We've got more adventures coming your way, but when we go on adventures, a lot of you are so very supportive of all of our endeavors at artbeads.com, and I cannot thank you enough. The Art Beads team cannot thank you enough. We just appreciate all of you. So much so it's hard for us to articulate that sometimes. That's why we do things like Beadathon, because we want to show you guys how much we love you. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like enough because you guys really do support us through the ups and the downs. Now, just one of those little valleys let's discuss for just a second. Now, we have had a couple of people ask about the shipping with Shop LC, and Barrick. I just made a new person. Barrick. Becky and Eric and I were having a conversation just a little while ago about some of these customers that had reached out to us who were supporting us through our Shop LC endeavors and had some questions about the shipping. And guys, we were unaware at the time of what those shipping delays were going to be. And so I just want to apologize to you guys for that. I mean, obviously I don't work in the Shop LC warehouse. I have no control over any of those things, but I want you to know that we're aware of that, and we're aware of your frustrations there for the shipping time with the items that you have purchased from that Shop LC show. And I just want you to know that, and not just me, but the rest of the Art Beads team wants you guys to know that Shop LC did pick up their order and you should be getting your packages really, really soon. So thank you for your patience. I really appreciate that. And we always want to take care of you guys, so we appreciate your support. I know that there has been some frustration there, and I just want to let you guys know that we are, like I said, aware of your frustrations as we are frustrated as well. And we appreciate you guys being patient with us, being patient with our new adventures, because sometimes things don't go exactly the way that are planned, and you guys are so amazing for for letting us do crazy things. and being patient with our crazy things. So we appreciate it. Listen, if you've not received your package by like the first week of April, please reach out to us. You can reach us at support@artbeads.com. I probably messed that up, but put attention Eric, because it is all Eric's fault, and we shall continue to blame all the things on Eric. So there you go. There you go. Just wanted you guys to know, because there's been a couple of people say, like, where's my stuff? We know. We understand your frustration. Eric says it's all his fault. It usually is. Usually is. All right, now let's get into it, shall we? It is Beadathon, and as I mentioned, in case you are just now joining us, I mentioned this earlier, it is Beadathon, which means that all the beads, all the beady goodness is 25 to 75% off right now, which is incredible. I have brand new designer blends for you guys that are going to debut at a debut price during Beadathon right now, today. I also have the deal of the week, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. We're going to talk about the deal of the week. We're going to pour it out. We're going to sift through it. We're going to have some fun. And then I have a show full of designer blends for you guys. So if you are feeling like you need some inspiration, I've got you covered today with all of the most beautiful beads you have ever seen. And guys, don't forget that there is free shipping for carts that are $20 or more. And that means that if you add things into your cart that are not beads, let's say you slip in some tools into your cart, you're still going to get free shipping on those as long as you've got some of this beady goodness in your cart. So take advantage of the deals that we got going on, plus the deal of the week, plus the free shipping of $20 or more. Like, you can't beat it. This is a wonderful way to finish out the week. So I'm going to get you guys turned around and we're going to get started. We are going to take a look at the deal of the week. Super excited to show this to you guys. This is the Bead Llama Ultimate Mystery Bead Mix. This is 1 pound of beady goodness. And this is not just your average everyday beady goodness, you guys. First of all, this is going to debut at $19.99. As I have my notes here, it's regularly priced $29.99, but this is actually valued at over $60 in beads. And this is not just junky remnants. This is check glass of the highest quality. All right, so I'm going to cut that open and I'm going to show you what this 1 pound of beads looks like. All right, so we do have some metal elements here. These guys have some little rhinestones on them. These are some large hole beads that you can use on your larger stringing materials. It's really cool. Oh, I love that one. Look, it's a little Bible. That's so cute with the large hole. I love that. I love that. All right, we have seed beads in here. Beautiful seed bead mix of some fun, really cool colors. And those are not just regular seed beads. Those are those hex-shaped seed beads, which are awesome. Those are going to give some really cool texture to your designs. This is another beautiful mix of grays and whites and blacks and the hematite colors. Really love that. This one is just a funfetti mix of goodness. So many different shapes and sizes in here of seed beads. I love that. I see some big ones as well. I love that. Oh, there's a triangle shaped bead in there. So this is the deal of the week. And this is sitting at $19.99 on the website. Regular price on this is $29.99. But as I mentioned, this is over $60 in value worth of beads. And it's, as I mentioned, not just junky bead. Like, these are our good beads. It's like we're bringing out the good china. These are our good beads, you guys, in a mix. Okay, first of all, let's look at all the tubes of the beads here. That's already 4 tubes. We have individually packaged little metal elements with the large hole. We have full strands of check fire polish. There's a beautiful strand of like a peachy color. It's like rose gold, coppery color. And then we have a gorgeous green. And these are, as I mentioned, full strands. Full strands. Full strands. Here's another of the large hole. We have a strand, oh, I love these, of stars with the AB finish. That's a whole strand, you guys. That's a whole strand of stars.
Ooh,
those are
pretty.
Aren't they pretty? I love those. All right, we have an entire bag here of large hole beads. And I'm going to dump these. Megan's probably gasping for breath at the warehouse. Please don't take them out of the package. And watch me just mix them all up. Oh, I love these. They're so pretty.
What would you use those for?
So these have that awesome large holes. These are like European style. So you can create like those European style bracelets with like the thick snake chain. Or you can thread these onto multi-strand designs, any kind of thicker cord that you want to use, hemp, things like that. They'll be really awesome for those. Those are really cool.
They remind me of charm bracelet beads.
Exactly. Yep. This is an entire bag of sparkle.
Ooh.
This looks like Austrian crystal, you guys, but these are all Czech glass. Look at that.
I thought you were about to pour that in that bowl.
I am.
Oh.
Guess what you get to do after the show? Ari gets to separate it all back out. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay, now I have all of the rest of this, and this is incredible. There is some table cut check in here. There are the little crescents. There are double hole beads. There are check fire polish. There are large hole beads. There's so much in here. I think it's more than my little bowl will hold. Oh my gosh. I should have gotten a bigger bowl, you guys. I should have gotten a bigger bowl. Look at all. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at the fun shapes in this.
I can't believe you just did that.
I know. Look at the flowers. There are a couple of different flower styles in here. So there's like the bellflower style. And then there's this little guy right here. There are the table cut. There are more stars in here. I challenge you, guys. I challenge you to go out there in the world. Okay? Leaves. There are leaves. Different kinds of leaves in this. I challenge you. Go out there in the world and see if you can find over a pound of Czech glass. And I'm not just talking just a pound of beads, because you can find a pound of beads out there in the world. But I ask you, go out there in the wild, find a pound of Czech glass beads.
Wild?
Yeah. At this quality, right? This kind of mix where you get the ones that look like Austrian crystals, you get the large hole beads. Look how beautiful that is. All of this $19.99. Again, over $60 worth of value for this deal of the week, and it's regularly priced at $29.99, but you guys are getting it at our Beadathon price, which is $19.99. You cannot find this out there. I'm serious. I know. I've looked. You cannot find anything comparable to this quality-wise out there. And I challenge you to go and find it. And if you can find it and you think that the quality is as good as this, I want you to email me. I want you to send it to me. I want you to send me some pictures. And I'll pay for your bead mix myself. I will pay for your mix myself out of my own pocket. You don't even have to call Eric. I'll do it myself. I'll take it right out of my paycheck and I will give it back to you. There's no way. There's no way. First of all, this bowl is deep and it is just full. Oh, I love it. Plus the strands. Let's throw the strands right back there on top. Okay. Whatever. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't find this anywhere else but right here on artbeads.com.
I can't believe you poured it out.
Ari's losing her mind over here because she knows she has to separate all these back out.
I'm dumping it right back in the bag.
All right, so that is our deal of the week. You're gonna see it again. I'm gonna slide it over here to the side. Don't worry, Ari. I'm not gonna make you sort that out right this second. But guys, don't forget about the deal of the week as you are shopping on all of the other amazing things that we have in today's show. Now, if you are shopping with us today, maybe this is your first time shopping with us and you've never had an opportunity to attend one of these lives before, and this is your first time. There's a shopping bag on the side of your screen. And you can click on that shopping bag at any point during today's show to see the mystery bead mix that I just showed, plus all of the other items that are in the show. You can add those to your cart while you're watching. You do not have to navigate away and then try to find your way back. You do not have to do all that. You can do all of that while still watching the show. You can check out. You can do all of those things, and then you just click on us to make us big again. And it's that easy to shop with us if you are joining us from Facebook, it's pretty easy to shop with us on Facebook as well. You will notice at the top of your screen, there's going to be a little text bar where you can type in the code for each one of the items, and it's going to send you a link directly to those items to make it easy for you to shop. Now, I do want to encourage you, if you're joining us on Facebook, to come over to artbeads.com and join us at the big live, only because we can't see your comments if you're joining us on Facebook. So we would love for you to come and be part of the party here on this Friday afternoon as we are looking at all of these amazing beads. So this is the Glasco bead mix. This one is a debut, brand new designer blend that has just now made its way to you guys. This green mix is absolutely perfect for spring. I cannot think of a better time of year to release this mix. It's so gorgeous. This is the Glasco mix that's going to debut at $14.25. This is regularly $18.99, but here at the Beadathon on artbeads.com, you're going to get this one at $14.25. This one is absolutely stunning, and my favorite bead in this one are the melons in this lime green color. This is my spring color. When I think of spring, this is the green that I always think of. It's the only time of year I think you can see this color green in the wild, because as the season goes, right, it all kind of deepens and darkens. But right in the fresh beginnings of spring, when things start to bud and bloom, you're going to see this like neon green. It's an incredible color. There are leaves in here, these little 3-leaf clover beads in kind of a milky color. There are leaves in this mix. These guys, I don't even know what those are, but they have this really cool texture. Really like those.
It looks crunchy.
It does look crunchy. There are some really cool tube shaped beads in here. There are some little fire polish, so you've got lots of little spacer beads to go with this as well. There are some seed beads. I don't know if you can see the seed beads down in the bottom, but there are some really beautiful seed beads in this mix. Check fire polish in a couple of different sizes. The leaves in a couple of different sizes.
I like the solid green ones.
The solid green.
And they have the black on it. Or
these? That's not black.
No.
That's gold. What are you talking about?
No.
Look at that guy. That's a pretty bead right there. Love that. What are you?
This one.
Oh, the leaves. Oh, yeah, I love the leaves too. Those are drilled right across the top. These are super cool. And there's some that don't have the wash on them. So there's this one. Who's telling Ari, make a daisy bracelet and add the green beads. Oh, I love that. Add some of the leaves in between there. That's a cool idea. I love that. I have to watch Tu and Ari. They get in trouble together. They stay up late and do things they shouldn't be doing. I'm just kidding. I am keeping an eye on you too. Tu is the best influence she could possibly be on Ari. So these kind of look like little Easter eggs almost. I know they're leaves, but I could see those as like little dark green Easter eggs. Those are super cool. This is such a beautiful mix. So this is the Glasco, as I mentioned, $14.25 at its debut price. This one's regularly $18.99. So take advantage of all of these Beadathon prices, guys, because they're not going to stick around. You don't want to miss out. Plus $20 is going to get you free shipping, even if the things in your cart, in addition to your beads, are not beads. So if you want to add some tools to your cart and you've got some of these amazing beads, or you've got our mystery mix, you're going to be able to get those shipped to you free too. All right, sending that over there to Ari. Yes, ma'am. She's going to be putting things into bowls because I only have so many bowls for today's. I have more beads than I have bowls. All right, now this little mix coming up is spring confetti, and this one is going to debut at $4.95, regularly $6.59. This one is so pretty. Oh my gosh.
They're gonna fight again.
No fighting. I love this one. This one is a super cute little mix. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the way that these mixes come to be what they are, but just in case you don't know, right? All of the designers, we make our way, sometimes all together, sometimes only a handful of us at a time, but we make our way out to the warehouse, and we go through pallets of untouched check glass beads that have not been picked through, picked over, or anything. These are just packed up. They've been sitting in the warehouse forever. The tops of the boxes are collecting dust. And we go through those, open them up, unbox them, ooh and ah over all of them. And then we put together and hand select these mixes and put these together for you guys. So this mix that you are seeing right now was hand selected by our design team with some first run Czech glass that has not been handled anywhere other than the Czech Republic, where it was created. And then it's been sitting in the warehouse only because there's so many other things in the warehouse. So it's not like these are old beads. Vintage, probably, but do I consider these like old beads? Who wants old beads? That's not the case here. All it means is that these have not seen the light of day in a while, but they are top quality, absolutely gorgeous Czech glass beads. So this one is the Spring Confetti Mix, another beautiful combination of colors for spring here. There are these awesome little cubes. There are these rosette beads, which I absolutely adore in this teal color. That's one of my absolute favorites. There are some pinch beads in here that are really interesting. They're blue. If I could pick some of them up. I cannot seem to pick any of them up because my lobster claws are too long to pick up an individual bead, apparently. These little guys, look at these little pinch beads. They're green, but they have this really cool coating on them. It's like AB, but it's like a deep and moody coating. There are some of these guys. There's plenty of the big focal beads to work with. There are yellow beads in here. This is just a really cool little mix. My favorites are the rosettes in here, for sure. Yeah, love, 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 love. All right, moving on to the next, because we have so many beads to look at. This is another debut for you guys just now. This is our brand new Passion for Pink. This one's debuting at $4.95, regularly $6.59. So you don't want to miss out on the Beadathon price on this one. And again, another beautiful mix with some really fun things in it. I love this shape. I have no idea what it is called. I saw some of this shape in the mystery bead mix, that deal of the week bead mix. I saw some of this. I don't know what they're called, but they're really awesome.
They're screaming at me.
They're screaming at you. And then... oh, look at Mom's phone. Someone says, look at Mom. Listen, now.
Sorry, I'm sitting here with
she's going through the beads. What are we doing? Susie says, look at your mom's phone, Ari. What are y'all talking about? I feel I missed something. This is my new favorite color, you guys. You think we could find hair dye in this color to make my hair this color? I need this. I need this in my life. Look at these drops. They're amazing. So there are a couple of different drops. There are the hot pink, like Barbie pink drops. There are some softer.
It's giveaway time.
Oh, it's giveaway time already? We're just getting started. I think Eric's had a little too many cocktails already. I'm just kidding. He's not drinking yet. That soft pink. And then the seed beads throughout this one. This is just such a pretty mix. I like these that have that double tone to them. They're almost like hurricane glass, where they have like that milky on one side and then the that see-through color on the other side. So pretty.
Better check that phone.
Let's see. Loving the drops. My Yuki drops? I don't know. I mean, no, I do know. They're Czech glass. Piper says she loves those hot pink. Susie says it's giveaway time. Michelle says giveaway time. Already? We're doing a giveaway already? All right, let's see. Got my phone here. What does it say? What does it say? It says, Ari, you there? He doesn't even want to talk to you. He just wants to talk to you. That's fine. That's fine. I see how it is. I just handed the phone to Ari. That's cool. All right. All right. Now I've got another pink mix for you guys. This one is called Dragon Fruit.
I'm watching my own hand on my phone.
I see that. Dragon Fruit. This one's debuting at $4.95, regularly $6.59. Okay. This is another pink mix. This one is just a little bit different. This one, well, I mean, it's a lot a bit different, but it's a little bit different in the pink tones here. This one is a lot softer. So if that bright electric pink was not your thing, maybe this one is for you. Now, this one has a drop bead in it that I've not ever seen before. That doesn't mean that just me. I've never seen this drop before, where it is that kind of milky, it's the clear and the milky all the way through, and then it's a faceted drop. It's drilled from top to bottom. Yes, I realize this is not a brand new shape with check glass beads. Yes, I have seen this shape in other colors and other sizes and styles, but I've not ever seen one that is that white, like, mix through there. There are some of the crescent beads in pink, which are some of my personal favorites. There are some little dagger style beads in here that are kind of pinky purple. I just kind of tossed that one. I don't know what happened to it. I'm just throwing beads. It's okay. Whatever. This little dagger style bead. There's an actual name for this shape. I just don't know what it is off the top of my head because it's not like an official dagger.
Is this one this one?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that is not. That's this one.
That's
this one. You're looking for passion. Passion for
Set
pink.
me up for failure.
Look how cool that bead is. It's not a regular bug's wing. This is a really cool, awesome shaped little, yeah, love that. Looks like a seashell, says Patricia. Right? Leah says, I enjoy white because I have so little of it. That's me too. I don't have very many white beads in my stash. So when I can find mixes like this or strands of white, I always grab them because it's one of those colors that you never have enough of, and you don't realize that you don't have it until you need it. So having a mix like this is really cool because you're going to get a ton of those drops. I can think of a million things that I could do with the drops. They're going to make great little earrings. They're going to be fun for making dangles with. There's so many cool things. And then this crescent shape I absolutely love. The crescents you can kind of stack together, and you can stack them against each other, right, to create these really cool three-dimensional things. Or you can use them as little crescent moons, or you can use them as the leaves at the bottom of a flower. So if you had some check glass flower beads to sit right on top of that, you could. You could even take these like this. So maybe you don't have any flowers, you're just using what you've got. Maybe take one of the little crescents. Take a darker one. Little crescent. And then one of the little drops. Look at that. Just the sweetest little spring flower ever. How cute is that? Those couple of little loops and an ear wire, and you've got some really easy instant gratification spring flower earrings. I love that. Absolutely love that. So, all right, moving on to the next. I could play with these and look for inspiration all day long. What you got going on over there, Ari?
Nothing.
Anything in particular? Nothing.
No. I have a job now.
I'm not allowed to know, apparently, what is
You're
happening.
not cool enough.
That doesn't surprise
But apparently
me.
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. All right, now
cool.
I have one more debut. Now that doesn't mean this is it for the beads, because I have more beads to show you, but they're mixes that you've probably seen in the past. This is just the last of the debut, brand new, just now hitting artbeads.com mixes. This one is the Princess Bride mix. This one is debuting at $14.25. The regular price on this one is going to be $18.99. All right, check this out. This immediately reminds me of Becky. Immediately reminds me of Becky. And it's not the colors, it's because this is the Princess Bride mix, and she is a Princess Bride fanatic. So this definitely reminds me of her. This is so cool. I adore this one. This one has a ton of these great big focal beads that are this really fun pink and black mix. And the pink in them is that opaly pink. It's that kind of milky pink. There are crackle beads in here, which add just a really cool touch of sparkle without a facet. You know what I mean? It's the sparkle on these is coming from the inside, which is super cool. And then these guys, which I absolutely love. What did I do with my, here it is. I want to show you these, a few of these together so that you can see them, because it's kind of hard to tell when they're just laying in the bowl. Look at those. Those are super cool. The way that they're faceted all the way around, those little hexagon shaped beads. Bonnie, be proud. I'm doing my geometry today. Bonnie knows I don't math. So anyway, we have these guys, which are super cool. And if you are into like making unisex designs, like if there are guys in your life and you struggle to make guy jewelry, this color, because it's not like the bright silver, it's kind of that nickel color. Some of those beads in a design for a guy, they would love that for sure. And then these big pink beads, which are going to make fantastic drops and focals for earrings or anything you wanted to do with those. I love them. This is such a cool mix. Yeah, love this one. Love. I see you guys quoting The Princess Bride in the comments. Have fun storming the castle. I love it. Love it. Such a cool mix. Yeah, I have dubbed this the Becky mix. This is the Becky mix.
Does this go in there?
Does that go in there? Sure does. All right. Okay, so those were the debuts. All right. Now, let's just for a second before we move on to the non-debuts.
The
what are you, oh, you want the bag. Of course you do.
I'm doing my job.
We're going to take another look at our deal of the week because we have to. First of all, I appreciate the little metal beads, but I wish that somebody in this room that's not me, I'm not going to name any names, would take these out of the packaging so that I could just dump them into the bowl. That would be awesome. Guess I'll have to do that myself.
Excuse me.
But just look at this beautiful. We have full strands, okay? Full strands. So there was a full strand of stars in mine. Everybody's mixes, guys, are going to differ just slightly, but you're going to get all of the same fantastic quality check glass beads. Amazing mix of stuff here. There are the sparkly, faceted little bicones. They look like Austrian crystals. They are check glass. They have just as much sparkle. There are tons of different styles in here. Some of my favorite of the beads that are in this are the large hole beads they're like the little check glass lamp work that have the little flowers on them. Look at the detail in those. They're so cute. You can use these for so many different things. If you want to use these like as a regular bead, you can put bead caps on either side to help to stabilize this on your bead stringing materials. So many uses for the large hole ones. There's a good selection of those, as well as a ton of beautiful check glass in all different shapes and sizes and styles here. There's some more of those crescents. There is a textured large bead here that's just got the regular drill hole, as most of these do, and some beautiful table cuts, leaves, stars, daisy spacers, check fire polish. You guys, come on. I stand by what I said. I challenge you to find 1 pound of check glass at $19.99 that is valued at over $60 somewhere else. I dare you. I dare you to go out there and find it, because you're not going to be able to. And if you do, let's just say that some wild thing happened and you just happen to find it. I'll buy your mix. I'll write you a check for the $19.99. Trust me, you're not going to be able to find this quality at this amount anywhere. That's what we do at Art Beads. Eric is always telling us check glass beads are our superpower, and it totally is true. I think that I need a shirt that says that. I think we all need shirts that say that. Check glass beads are our superpower at Art Beads, and we mean it. We mean it, and we will put it out in a bowl for you to see. And challenge you. We challenge you. All right. Misty says, I'm so happy I found you on live. I love watching you. One of my favorites. I'm so glad you found me too, Misty. I'm glad you're here. Love you back. All right. Now, let's get into some other beautiful designer blends. Beautiful designer. As Barb Girl says, don't tempt me. I'm serious. Do it, because you're not going to be able to find them. You won't be able to. All right, now the blends that I'm going to show you now are blends that we've had for a minute. Some of them I've not ever got to play with before, so this is a debut for me. But some of you may have already seen these. But guys, these are at the these are not at the debut. These are at the Beadathon prices. Okay, so you may have seen these mixes before, but I promise you've not seen them at this price. So this one is the bright white. This one is regularly $14.99, and our Beadathon price on this one is $11.25. If you've got weddings coming up, if you do custom wedding jewelry for mother of the bride, bridal party, or just brides in general, or you just need to put together a piece of jewelry to wear to a wedding and you can't wear white because the bride's wearing white, but you want to wear some white jewelry or something just as sparkly as her dress, listen, nobody can fuss at you for having sparkly jewelry on. So this is such a cool mix because there's so many large focal beads here. So these guys are really cool shaped. They remind me of, and I want you to see the way that these are drilled because that's what makes these really interesting. They're not drilled in the center. They're drilled up towards the top. See how they're going to hang? So you can see it's drilled to the top, sort of like what are those beads called? They're like go-go beads, but not quite, because a go-go bead has a large hole on it. But string a bunch of these together. They hang really cool, or you can use these as focals. There's more to the bottom than there is to the top. It's just a cool looking bead. Then we have some of the melons. Everybody loves a good melon teardrop with that AB finish. And there are these guys, which are just beautiful. Absolutely adore those. Look at the flowers. Those are really pretty. Yep. Look how pretty. They're so pretty. I love this mix. I love a good clear AB bead, right? Love those. Adorable beads. So like I was saying, if you've got like, you know, a wedding to go to, or you're doing wedding party jewelry, or you just like white jewelry, or you just like the clear with the AB finish, the crescents have that AB finish on them. This is just a neat, cool looking bead.
What would you use them for, since one side of it's shiny and the other's not?
So, well, you get to really kind of decide how you want to. So if it's got that shiny side on it, you can have that front facing, or you can have just the white facing out. It really kind of depends. It's going to be designed, bless you, it's going to be designed specific for how it is that you want to show this off. But if you string it, you're going to have the whisper of that AB finish is going to show right in between your beads. So you're going to get the best of both worlds if you're stringing them up instead of having them facing one direction or the other. So it really just kind of adds just like a little whisper of that AB finish. Really, really pretty. I love this mix. Really cool. And this is the first time I'm getting to see this mix in person. All right, moving on to another. So we have so many to get through. Here is the bag, my love, for that one. Oh, sorry. All right, here's another great one for spring. This is another awesome one for spring. This one is Fairy Forest. This is probably one of my favorite mixes that I have in the show today. Absolutely adore this one. So this one, I don't think this one could have had a better name. Whoever named this, they knew exactly what they were doing. So this one has some beautiful bronze drucks in it. There are some large hole little spinner beads in here. So they're almost like a pony bead in glass. Look at the size of that pony bead, Ari. Wow. There are some really beautiful green daggers in here that you could use as leaves, which are awesome. There are the little clover shaped beads. These are my favorite. So it has this gorgeous AB finish on one side, but it's brown on the other. And it's not just brown. This is like that awesome kind of topazy honey color that I absolutely love to work with because it's such a great neutral. But then you add that AB finish to one side, like it doesn't get better than that as far as I'm concerned in the beads. In bead world, that's like my dream bead right there. This is also another really beautiful one. So this is very similar to cathedral. I guess this would qualify as a cathedral bead here. So it's got the beautiful facets on it. And then it has the tapering on the top and the bottom with that coating on it that just makes it really cool. This is just such a pretty mix. And then the green bellflowers. And I don't know if you guys know, but I am a bellflower fanatic when it comes to beads. I can never have too many bellflowers. They make the best dangles for things. I like to cluster them together. I like to wire wrap them. I like to use them as bead caps. They're just super cool. And that color is perfect for spring. Absolutely love this mix. One of my favorites for sure. Ari's stealing things out of the mystery. The Deal of the Week mystery ball over there.
But you can't guess what I stole.
I'm pretty sure if we had to guess, we could probably figure it out. This bead right here is giving me life. Like, what? That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is my favorite mix of the entire show.
You know what could go with that?
What could go with this?
You know those glass beads that look like caterpillars?
The glass beads that look like caterpillars. No.
Really?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Caterpillar beads?
Yeah. They're like long and they're glass blown and they look like little
I have
caterpillars.
No idea what you're talking about.
There's the bag.
Oh my goodness. All right. I'm just looking through the comments here before I pour another one through here. Just want to be sure that I'm not missing anything major. I miss out on all of the conversation because I'm always looking at the beads and what's in front of me. And I feel like I'm missing out on this whole thing. You guys are talking about movies. Oh my gosh. Star beads, says Susie. I love it. Gina told me to smack your hands. I love that too. Gina and I sit at our own table, okay?
Oh yeah, that's
you
right.
can't sit with us, Ari.
Yeah, but you're paying, so.
Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, the trivia question should be, what did Ari take from the bowl? I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I got
All right, so we're not stopping. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, I have 6 more mixes to show you guys. I hope you don't have anywhere to be this afternoon. Here we are. Here we are. All right, so this one is called Beady Phantom. This one is regularly $15.99, but our Beadathon price on this one is $12. $12. All right, now this is a classy mix. You cannot, number one, go wrong with black and white. Number two, you throw red in and you had me at hello, because black, white, and red, those are my 3 favorite colors together. That is everything that I ever want to decorate with in my house and my life, black, white, and red. Like, it just screams circus, which is kind of what my life always sort of feels like. So, of course, I want to decorate that way. But what makes this super cool are these petal beads. Look at the petals.
What would you use that for?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know. I would make the coolest flowers out of these with some...
They remind me of those, like, you know, those staircases that are like, they're in a spiral.
They remind you of a spiral staircase?
Yeah, like
they're supposed to be flower petals, right? And so
yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's a staircase.
Yeah, but if you stack them all together and use some beading thread to sew them, to weave those together, you can make beautiful flowers. You can use them individually, little flower petals that can hang from everything. There are leaves in here in black. That is sassy. I love it so much. And then the drops in here, these are just, it's just such a classic mix of not only color, but of shapes as well, because who doesn't love an elongated drop? You put this onto a head pin, do a simple loop and add an ear wire, and you immediately have a pair of earrings that can take you to a little, put with your little black dress for a night out, or you can wear these with your blue jeans and a t-shirt. Like, black and white is so good with everything. And then you have the little flowers that are drilled on the back. So these can actually work as like little buttons if you wanted to use them as a button clasp for something, because it's kind of like a shank style button on the back. There are these guys, which are super fun with their texture. Love that. This is one of my other favorite mixes in the show today. I also love these. If anybody is a fan of Twin Peaks, that's what my 2 dogs, Cooper and Albert, are named after characters from Twin Peaks.
They're all asleep.
And they're all asleep right now at our feet. But this reminds me of the Twin Peaks, the red room with the curtains and the crazy floor.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know, that's okay. You don't have to know. But those of you who know, you know, right? You know. I love it. So cool. That's one of my favorites right there. This is just a really awesome.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay, fine.
Right.
You're going to stop me.
It's giveaway time.
It's giveaway time. Yay. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. Okay, what's the giveaway?
I get to read the question.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so Ari gets to read the question.
I got this, boss man.
Okay.
All right.
Ready.
Okay.
Get ready, Michelle.
So, what did Sarah say the deal of the week was valued at? Not what our regular selling price will be, but what we've valued it at. The first person to get it right wins the deal of the day of the week, 1 pound mega mix.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, go.
Good
so,
luck.
if you know what the value that I mentioned of the Bead Llama Ultimate Mystery Bead Mix was, the value,
Not what it's
set at, not what the regular price is, not what the debut price is, but what the value price is. And we've got a lot of right answers coming in right now. So Michelle's going to grab the first one that got it right, and we will have a winner. And that winner is going to get one of these for free. You guys, look at it. Look at it. Oh, that beady goodness.
We have an answer.
Michelle got an answer. Michelle got us a winner.
Who's our winner?
Who's our winner, Michelle? Listen, everybody's a winner who picks one of these up, because these are debuting at $19.99. Regular price on these is going to be $29.99. And the correct answer to that question, the value is over $60 on this guy. So those of you who were paying attention, you got that. But our first person that answered,
it was Laura K.
Laura K. Congratulations, Laura. You are getting one of these amazing mixes. This is over a pound of beady goodness. And this is not just your average beady goodness. This is check glass yumminess.
Look at you making a mess.
I know. Well, that's what I do. And then I have somebody like you to come along behind me and clean it up and keep me in line. Congratulations, Laura. Congratulations. We had a lot of right answers. Laura was the first one. I know, you got to be quick. I do not envy Michelle when she has to read through all of those. That's awesome. All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mixes left to show you guys, and then we will be done for the day. Now listen, if you are just now joining us, that's okay. That's okay, because you're going to notice on the side of your screen, there's a shopping bag, and you can click on that shopping bag at any point during today's show to see what's in the show. So if you are just now coming in and you missed the first mixes that I showed, you can see those by clicking on that shopping bag. You can add those to your cart as well as check out, all while still watching the show. And if you're joining us from Facebook, you can type in the codes for each item into the little text box, and you're going to get a link sent to you that's going to take you right to that item over on artbeads.com. So make it easy for everybody to shop anywhere you're joining us from. This is the Martha's Vineyard mix. This one is regularly $17.99. Our Beadathon price on this one is $13.50. This is such a beautiful mix of navy and white. So for those of you, like we were talking about earlier, who need more white beads in your life, this is a great one to grab, because the white beads that are in this are big beads.
I see some I like.
You see some you like? And there's a lot in here that I like, but I love these guys right here. And then the melon beads in the black with the blue finish, or the blue wash on them, those are awesome. And you also have some of these great big gumball style blue beads. There are some really interesting kind of spacer beads. Those are really cool. There are some silver drucks in here. This is another really fun mix.
Jeez.
Oh, I love these. What do you have?
That.
Those are super cool.
I love that.
Yeah, those are really, really cool. And then the disc beads that are awesome as well. This is a beautiful mix. It's really beautiful. Yes, Leah says, I'm loving the nautical beads. That's exactly what this is giving, nautical. And I know that I've mentioned this before, and some of you kind of look to me for your fashion trend advice when it comes to making jewelry, and others just stick to the classics, and that's fine. No matter what kind of jewelry designer you are, though, it's always kind of important to know what's going on in the world as far as fashion is concerned, and nautical themed clothing and jewelry is really hot this summer. Now, trending almost every summer is like beach themed, right? Your soft blues and your sand colors and your fish and your, you know, things like that. You know, your sea stars. Those things are always popular, but this year in particular, nautical themed, sailing, yachting, all of that, being on the water, that kind of fashion. They're calling it fisherman chic, which I think is hilarious. But fisherman chic is really, really popular this summer. So this is going to make those kinds of designs, if you like to keep up with the trends, this is going to make those kinds of designs really easy. Plus the fact that navy blue and white is just a really classic combination. So you're going to be able to make some jewelry with this that's going to outlive the fast fashion trend of the season, right? Because blue and white's classic. That's never going to go out of style. So just a really cool mix.
Guess what?
What?
Wanda's here.
I see that.
Hi, Wanda. Hi.
Ari says hi, Wanda. All right. I've got some more coming your way. All right, this is a really cool one. This one is called Buttered Rum. This one is regularly $18.99, and our Beadathon price on this one is $14.25. This is for all my fans of neutrals. You guys know how much I love this color. So this is an absolutely beautiful mix here. So this one is full of the cathedral bead. All right, there are tons of these honey-colored topaz cathedral beads. Absolutely stunning. Then there are these kind of milky beads that I also love. I love brown. Brown is good all year. It's good for summer. It's good for fall. It's good for winter. There are cubes in here with the AB finish.
They look like acorns.
There are some little flag beads in here, which add some really cool visual interest to your designs. Ari says that the cathedral beads look like acorns. I think that was a perfect way to describe these. This is just a beautiful, beautiful mix. And then there are some drucks in here as well. These little guys. This is just a beautiful mix if you love neutral. Because I do. I can't help it. I can't help it. Neutral is such a great way to go when creating jewelry because you can wear it with everything. This pairs with bright colors. It pairs with greens, blacks, whites. You can literally put this with everything. You can put this with gold. You can put this with red. You can put it with orange. Like it's just really nice to use those neutrals in your jewelry designs. So pretty. So pretty. All right, we got 3 more to go. 3 more to go. All right, let's take another red turn, shall we? Leah says, I just can't. All these mixes, I'm drooling. I know, and I have them all in one show. Imagine how Ari and I feel sitting here, and all we get to do is just pour them out. Like, we're not even creating anything fun with them at the moment.
We get to touch them.
But we want to so bad. All right. Mary Jane says, I caved. I bought the deal of the week. Listen, you didn't cave. Congratulations, because you got a deal. You got a deal. That's what you did. You didn't cave. You just gave yourself a gift of over $60 worth of top class chat glass beads in so many different colors and shapes and findings. And listen, I'd add some more things to your cart because over $20, it's all going to ship to you for free. And you can't beat that. This is another one of those beautiful, classy mixes. This is Striped Hearts mix. This is a $6 Beadathon price, regularly $7.99. And this one is just really straightforward. There are some of these beautiful striped hearts that are in this one. I would grab more than one of these.
They look like chocolate.
What? Okay.
Like you know,
I've never seen striped chocolate, but
yes, you have. They're like in the Valentine's Day boxes, and they're like the truffles.
Oh, okay, yeah, like designer chocolate. I got you. So this one, fancy chocolate. So this has the beautiful disc beads in black. There are tons of the red pinch beads, and then you have the hearts. And as I mentioned, this one is at that really low price of $6 right now during Beadathon. I would probably grab more than one of these just because me personally, I would want more hearts. Right? So if I wanted to do like a necklace and a bracelet and earrings, I'd grab 2 of these so that I would have enough for all of that as far as the hearts are concerned. But I love it. What a great way to stock up on red and black. Red is another one of those beads that I never have enough of. It seems like I'm always missing white beads, black beads, and red beads. Everything else I have a ton of. I even have a ton of orange, which I don't use very often. But red is another one of the colors that I don't have a lot of. So this is a great opportunity if you're like me to stock up on red. Love that one. Those hearts are incredible.
This mix reminds me of my problem. When I find
this mix reminds you of your problem.
Yes, when I have like
what?
When I get a new thing of beads, or when I get like one that has limited amount of something, I don't want to use it at all. I just want to sit there and look at it because I don't want to run out of it, or I don't want to make something and be like, ugh, and then take it apart and be like, well, now I don't know what to do with it.
I understand that completely. Love that one.
It takes me like 2 months to start working with a mix of beads because I'm like, I don't want to run out of this.
Yeah, oh, I know how that is. But that's my what is it, you guys? What are we calling it? That's like my theme for this whole year. This is not really a New Year's resolution that I made, but my theme for this year is to use the good beads. To use the ones that you love, use the good china, use the good beads. Like that's yeah, for real. Like that's my outlook for this whole year. Yeah, but you're getting what you got them for. You know what I mean? Like you're getting out of them what you originally wanted. And so use the good beads. Buy the shoes, wear the purse.
Buy the shoes.
Like do all the things this year because what good is the china doing in the cabinet? It's not doing you any good, right? The good glasses, they're not doing you any good in the cabinet. Use them to pour your milk into, or your orange juice, or your soda, or whatever it is. Use the good beads, right? You've got all of these beautiful beads. Don't just buy these mixes and sit them and just look at them. Use them.
I need a bracelet. I need a whole stack of bracelets that's just all the pretty beads, but
no
certain pattern, just
the pretty. Them. You call those treasure bracelets,
I've looked
and you definitely
for inspiration for those. Nothing.
I got you covered. Have you been paying attention today? I got all of the inspiration you could ever need. This is the winter solstice. This one regularly is at $6.59, but our Beadathon price is $4.95. I could make a ton of treasure bracelets out of the beads today. Right, Mary Jane? I feel that. She says, my husband asked when I was going to use the beads instead of sifting through them. I feel that. But this is the year. This is the year to use the beads. This mix is absolutely stunning. And I think the thing that makes this so pretty are these beautiful window table cut beads. Those are so beautiful. And then this like frosted white bead. It almost looks like a peach. I love those. They're so pretty. The check fire polish. There are some little seed beads in here as well. This is a really, really nice mix. Now, I know this one is themed wintry, but let's be honest. Blue can be used any time of year and so can white. So you definitely can use these to make, any kind of design. It doesn't have to be a winter feeling design to use these. I would just take like 2 of these to make some really pretty earrings out of that you could wear literally any time you wanted to.
I feel like this is more fall
so
than
pretty.
Winter, but it's because they look kind of green too.
Yeah, a little bit. It's because of that honey color that's running through there. So pretty. Love that.
The bag, please.
All right. What? You guys are speaking my language. Now we're talking about David Bowie. What's happening? David Bowie in the Labyrinth? Why? How did that come up? Raise the bowl up. I'm sorry. I already gave it to Ari.
Here, I got you. Hey, I got you. Hold on.
She's going to pour it back in.
I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ari's going to do it. Ari will do it. Bowl up. Raise the bowl up. I'm sorry. Such a pretty one. Yeah, close-ups are good. I always forget the labyrinth mix. We need a labyrinth mix. You remind me of the Babe, says Nicole.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, darling. Thank you,
yes.
my Vanna. I found one more mix that was hiding. So we actually have 2 left. Just kidding.
Bag, please?
Yes, you can have the bag. All right, so I have 2 left. All right, this one is called Sweater Weather. And again, just because it is called something wintry or fall-ish doesn't mean that you're limited to that. You're only limited by your own creativity here. So this is another beautiful one. This one is regularly $6.59, and our Beadathon price on this one is $4.95. This one has these sweater beads in it that are so cute. They're like cable knit sweaters. Look how pretty those are. And then these beautiful blue beads with the texture to them. There are silver or gray, I should say, colored drucks all through here. There are some check glass leaves. This is just a really beautiful, calming kind of mix of beads.
I like the leaves.
I do too. I love the leaves, but I'm a huge fan of the sweater beads, which is not the official name of these, but I think that's what Julie decided to call them. They're sweater beads, because I remember when we found these when we were at the warehouse, and that's exactly what they look like. They're just a really cool bead with some really beautiful texture on them. So another beautiful mix that you could use for anything, but it definitely has a calming effect. I don't know if you can tell, but it immediately kind of brought my energy level down just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. You guys know I'm always wired. 100% wired. All right. Last mix of the day.
Can I have the bag?
You cannot have the bag. Yes, you can.
I can't do my job if you're not giving
Last one. Last one. This is In the Woods. This one is regularly $18.99, and our Beadathon price on this one is $14.25.
chocolate.
This is another really awesome neutral mix, but it has frogs in it, and that makes me so happy. Look at the frogs. Stop. That is so cute. Look at that little baby. It's a little froggy.
I don't see a frog in that.
I promise that's a frog.
It looks like...
It's a frog.
Okay.
It's a frog. And then there are these little twisties.
Oh. It's like the top view of the frog. I was trying to look for the face of the frog.
She's looking for a frog face. No. There are leaves in this one. There are cubes in this one. So pretty. I love it. I love the little baby frogs. This one's just got some really cool texture to it all the way around. And there's a lot. It's not like just a few, right? You're getting a lot of the focals in this one, which is really awesome. And the color is very similar to like Tiger Eye. It has those same kind of veins of color running through them.
I like that like yellowy green.
Mm-hmm. It's so pretty. And these are drilled right through the center, in case you're curious. Right? So, there you go. It's our beautiful topaz brown, golden, warm chatoyancy. Yes, it has the chatoyancy.
I'm borrowing this.
You're borrowing what?
This.
She's just taking the leaves out of my mix here. So pretty. So pretty.
It's like
I love it.
It's like I want to say a swamp, but no. Like
not a swamp. Like a regular forest.
A
regular forest. So pretty. All right, that was the last of the mixes, but you guys know that I got to show you one more time our incredible Bead Llama Ultimate Mystery Bead Mix. This is a pound.
Is it this one?
It's over a pound. Yes, over a pound. Over a pound. This is over $60 in value, right? You have tubes of seed beads. They're full. They're absolutely full. Really beautiful mixes of seed beads. One that's just like this beautiful funfetti mix of all kinds of shapes and colors and styles. You have this one that is kind of jungle feeling. You've got this one that's bright pops of color, and then this more classic black, white, and gray. There are full strands of beads, right? So you're going to get full strands. Check fire polish. There are some beautiful stars, the AB finish. Now, everybody's mix is going to vary slightly, right? But you are still going to get one full pound, probably a little bit over a pound. And you have all of this gorgeous check glass to be inspired by. There are discs, there are table cut, there are bellflowers, there are double drilled, there are leaves, there are fire polish, there are ovals, there are large hole beads with the lamp work, there are crescent beads, there are clover beads, there are crystal bicones in here. Like, you guys. And me doing this is giving Ari heart palpitations. She's just like losing her mind over it. This is not fun for her. She does not enjoy me making this chaos, but I do.
You didn't even
Look
notice
at
me
that.
steal a strand of it.
And she took a strand. Oh, she took the stars again with the stars. And just so that you know how deep my bowl is, like, this is not just like a shallow bowl. This is a big old bowl.
You're spilling it.
I know. I can't help it. I don't care. I'm making a mess and I don't care. Love it. So pretty. Look how pretty. That's an awesome, awesome mix.
It reminds me of Halloween.
Reminds you of Halloween. It reminds me of the jungle.
The jungle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How?
I'm seeing like tiger stripes and frogs and
What kind of jungle are you going to?
One with tigers and leaves and frogs, of course. I just said that.
I like this bead.
Those are so pretty. Yeah, I like that too. Those are really pretty. Look at those. They're so pretty.
Just need like a handful.
All right, guys. I'm going to turn you around.
Mm-hmm.
Have been at it for an hour and 5 minutes. And we have looked at over 15. If you include the deal of the week, which is that 1 pound Bead Llama Ultimate Mystery Bead Mix. We've looked at over 15 mixes in today's show, you guys. I feel like the luckiest girl in the world to get to have all of those mixes in one show. And we tried to mix the old with the new. We had some of those brand new debut designer blends that you guys were just now seeing for the first time, plus a bunch of my favorites that are still available on the website, but now they're available at that Beadathon price. You want to take advantage of that. Beadathon is going to run through Monday. So you have from now until Monday, but now keep in mind that supplies are limited, especially when it comes to the mixes, because these were handmade and we made as many as we could, and the supplies are limited. So once they're gone for good. You're not going to see these mixes again in the exact same configuration. So keep that in mind. If you see one that you love, the bright white, the fairy forest, the passion for pink, if you see those, grab them, because number one, you're going to get them at the the Beadathon price, but number two, once those are gone, you will never see them again. Will you see some of those beads in other mixes? Maybe, but you're not going to see them in these mixes again. So you definitely want to take advantage. $20 or more is going to get you free shipping, which means that if you add something to your cart that's not one of these bead mixes, that's also going to ship to you for free. So this is a great opportunity to go ahead and stock up on not just all of the beads, but everything else that you're wanting to, and not having to worry about the shipping. The shipping's on us, right? So again, Beadathon now through Monday, you're going to get 25 to 75% off all beads. So it's not just what I've shown you today. It's all beads on the website. Take advantage of that. We definitely don't want you to miss out. We have new things coming your way, new adventures coming your way. Be sure that you sign up for the newsletter while you're over on the website shopping, and be sure that you are joining our Serious Art Beaters Facebook group so that you can connect with other members of this community and share your inspiration and creativity with each other. And of course, don't forget, you can come back and watch this as a video on demand anytime you want to. Not just today, not just today's, personal shopper kind of show, but our project videos as well. You can catch those on repeat and watch them as many times as you want to, right? All right, friends. I know Piper says all beads. That's dangerous. Yes, if I didn't make that clear, it's not just what's in today's show. Beadathon is all the beads on artbeats.com are 20 to 75% off. 25. I don't know. Why did we do the fives? I can't do fives. They're 25 to 75% off all beads. So go check it out. Take advantage of that $20 to get you free shipping, and enjoy stocking up. I will be back with you guys same time, same place next week with some more debut items that I cannot wait to show you guys. I'm so excited about what is coming your way after Beadathon is over. We're rolling into something else super awesome. So you definitely want to stay in the know of all the things. Don't forget to check out all the other amazing designers here on ourbeads.com, and I will see you next week. Have an amazing weekend. I love you. Mwah.